Welcome to Coruzant Technologies, home of the Digital Executive Podcast.
Welcome to the Digital Executive. Today's guest is Adrian Dzielnicki. Adrian Dzielnicki is the co-founder and CEO of Nsure. Prior to Nsure, Adrian co-founded and built the company Graviton into the largest microcap investment bank in Poland. He took over 60 companies public and raised over $200 million. He is a licensed insurance agent in Florida and Poland, is a chartered financial analyst, and holds a Master of Science in Economics from Wrocław University of Economics. Well, good afternoon, Adrian. Welcome to the show.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. And Adrian, I love your story. Again, did some research on you. Again, traveling from Europe, from Poland to come to the United States. And you actually were kind of living that entrepreneurial dream there, but you're continuing on here in the United States. And we just love people coming to the United States and sharing their stories. So Adrian, we're going to jump right into these questions here. You've got quite the career in insurance sales. You're a serial entrepreneur and now the co-founder and CEO of Nsure. Could you share with our audience the secret to your career growth and what inspires you?
Yes, I think I had always this kind of entrepreneur spirit or mindset from my early high school times and college. Definitely, I was always looking to establish my own company. I was definitely inspired by my mother that she had a great career in banking sector in Poland. But I never knew what it's going to be, what kind of company I'm going to set up. And definitely, I was reading a lot, books about, Buffett, big investors, big, entrepreneurs to find inspiration. At that time, there was a hard time in Poland, high unemployment rate. I didn't set up a company at first. I was working in the insurance industry for a while, but then I met my current longtime friend, Wojtek, and he inspired me to move my focus to capital markets. And in the age of 26, around that, we established an investment bank in Poland, which still is quite a big deal in Poland. Getting a Polish ACC license is not an easy feat. So that's where we started, and basically our first company was quite significant already, and we were quite successful on that. So that was our beginnings.
That's awesome, and I love that story. You were inspired at such a young age, and were influenced by your mother as well. So I love these stories. So Adrian, switching gears a little bit. Just tell us a little bit more about your incredible journey from Poland to the U.S., how you were successful in taking companies public and raising over $200 million.
Yeah, so definitely it was part of this journey was a great one. Part was more difficult one. As always, there are ups and downs in any business. We started the company at the end of bull market in 2006 and 2007. We basically after 2 years of running the company was already publicly traded. But then the bad times came and the bear market hit us also very significantly. So definitely it was a challenging time. So I guess there is no such thing as a freelance, like as they say. Definitely a lot of learning curve, a lot of lesson of how to survive, during the bad times, because it's never always easy to thrive when the times are very easy. So hard work, to grow the company. We were running the company for close to 10 years. We basically achieved a lot in Poland. The investment bank was focused on microcap and small companies. We were the largest among the smallest, I would say. At that time, we had the biggest market share among the smallest microcap companies. But then I was always looking for company that will be more scalable. Investment banking is this kind of business that every year you basically start almost from scratch. You can get 1 year. I remember we did 16 transactions, but next year you have to find another transaction because our focus was on IPO market. So I was always looking for something more scalable and bigger. We started to do some business in the US, and I quickly realized in being in US after I purchased my own home here and a car, and I had to secure insurance for those assets. I quickly realized that the market and insurance space is very outdated comparing to what's there in Europe. And the user experience basically reminded me about my beginnings in insurance many years ago, which I had to deal with, these paper policies, and a lot of things changed, but still, there was nothing comparing to the user experience in other sectors like Amazon like experience where you probably these days you see almost everywhere. So I was doing some research, looking for some tool for myself as a customer that I can compare and buy a policy online, and I didn't find anything. So that's why I decided that's a good idea to start a business to provide this kind of service for customers, because I know that from my experience that as an agent in Poland and as a customer here in US that insurance is very complicated. It's hard to compare, like apples to apples. There are hundreds of thousands of insurance carriers, in US, and definitely a tool that will allow customers to transparently compare those offers and go through the whole process of securing the insurance that in an easy and understandable way. Something that the market definitely needed and still needs. So that's how the idea started, and that's why we launched Nsure.com in 2018.
I love that story. You actually found something that was just not efficient, or maybe it was broken, and you brought some innovation and a little bit of hard work and ingenuity and now turning this around. So thank you for sharing that. Adrian, we are a technology platform, so we like to talk just a little bit of tech, right? Are you leveraging any new or emerging technologies within your business? And if not, is there a cool tool or app that you found useful?
Yes, so definitely, insurance insurance sector is a very outdated industry, to be honest, in US in particular, surprisingly, because when you think about compare those any major industry, particularly when you look at Amazon, which is of course the biggest company in the consumer market that does business over the internet. Even Amazon it's a very difficult business because you have to deal with all the logistics of millions of items on a monthly basis. Here in insurance space, you basically we are dealing with data, right? We don't ship anything, don't produce anything. It's a product that that doesn't have it's not materialized. So basically, we are dealing with data, and still, this sector, because it deals with data, it should be the one that should be disrupted, many years ago, and everything should be available online these days. But for many reasons, it's the last one that is going to, and it is being disrupted right now. So basically, and because we are dealing with data, definitely we love that, and we can apply many of the newest technologies, to deal with this huge amount of information coming from customers, from carriers, and to efficiently exchange this information, and of course efficiently create processes and procedures that will allow a customer to go through the whole purchasing process as easy as possible. So yes, we are definitely using, of course, cloud computing. We are using a lot of API connectivities. We collect many informations from multiple data sources that we connect to fulfill a lot of particular insurance applications, which are very cumbersome and lengthy. So to simplify the onboarding process of a customer, we use a lot of robotic process automation. I think we are one of the biggest companies in the space that actually uses a lot of it to increase the speed, quality, accuracy of everything we do. And we also, moving towards the most advanced, tools, particularly. We use already some parts of AI. I know it's a buzzword these days, and everybody's claiming that they're using AI, using some parts of it, but definitely we're moving to use it more, particularly, conventional AI, basically bots that will allow us, to talk to our customers in a very natural way. I believe that this is a way of the future. So basically, less agents will be needed to talk over the phone if this kind of conversation is needed. So definitely, that's the way to the future. I think basically to simplify by API connectivity, by profiling a lot of information, simplify the process of onboarding process of a customer and on our platform, and also to get the quotes as accurate as possible and as quickly as possible, allow the customer to finalize the process. And if the customer would like to talk over the phone and for whatever reason, then there should be a tool that allows us also automatize those processes AI. So definitely we are looking toward also many other new features. So everything that's new, it's definitely in this space. We're very interested in, because again, the more automation, the more processes are robotized, the more API connectivity, the simpler, the better, and the easier for us to grow the company.
Thank you. And that is a trend these days, is using machine learning, conversational AI, and others, which is great. We're starting to see a lot of innovation and traction around it now. So thank you. And Adrian, last question. Could you share something from your career experience that might be helpful for those looking to grow their career in finance or entrepreneurship?
That's a tough question because I think, you have to, I was thinking about it, and I think you have to be a little bit, you have that mindset of somebody that's having nothing is dreaming big. Because, being an entrepreneur is definitely not for everyone. It's definitely a tough path in your life. There's a lot of problems along the way and moments that you are thinking, what are you doing? And basically, this is really worth it. So we have to have this goal in mind. That basically big goal, sometimes very often very crazy goal that push you to move forward. And because definitely you're gonna hear whatever you are doing and you're planning to do. You're gonna hear from many people that it's crazy, it's impossible, and what's the point of doing that? And I heard that a lot for almost every company that I established in the past. I heard that something like that. So definitely you have to have a big belief what you are doing, but also this belief has to be flexible. So you cannot stuck with your mindset on something if during your journey you are encountering information problems that definitely are that you should take into account and maybe you should modify your goal. So basically you have to have a goal, big, that's definitely good, but during the journey you have to modify it. Other thing is definitely not to wait to have all the information to start a business, because you will never be in a position to have everything and to feel comfortable to start a company. I think few people sometimes are, thinking, oh, if I'm going to know this, go have that, then this definitely is going to be a perfect kind of situation to start a company. It's never a perfect time. It's good to start a company and develop the company in, I would say, agile way, just like software development. You have to, create MVP at the beginning and then iterate and then modify as you go. As you can see, you see how the customers are interacting with the software. Same with the company in general. You have to start with something and then iterate and then modify everything as you go. You have to quickly make decisions about good and bad things. So opportunity, you have to if you see one, you have to jump to it. But if you see a problem, you definitely have to solve it very quickly, because as a young company, I'm sure you have limited resources. And lastly, I would say that one thing that you can prepare yourself before you start this journey, being an entrepreneur, try to learn as much as possible. Books, definitely, it's a great source of information. A lot of things on the internet, including podcasts, might probably like this one, but also try to, in my at least personal experience, I'm grateful for my friend, my business partner, that we always been together in this journey of setting up companies. It's good to have somebody that can bounce ideas off and definitely discuss any problems and issue. And if you manage to secure the core competences among founders, that's also a very good thing, because people are definitely a core business. But definitely, as a young company, you're going to have a hard problem to get the best people to your company because of limited resources, because of the company is young, not recognized. And so making sure that you have the core competences among the founders, that the 1, 2, 3 founders really know what they're doing, it is definitely helpful. And if you don't have somebody like that, it's definitely good to look for somebody like that. We are financial guys, me and Wojtek. So we also added Kuba, which is our CTO, a person with huge experience with in IT. So that's at the very beginning of the company. He joined our journey, and that's how, and it has enabled us, definitely to grow the company very quickly, significantly. So I think that would be my quick advice on what to do and how to actually what to think about when you're planning to be an entrepreneur.
Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. And you're absolutely right. It's, a lot of times it's books, it's podcasts, it's having a mentor, or your circle of association should be those people that are actually doing things and have the same interests as you as far as advancement and entrepreneurship. So I appreciate you sharing those gems today. And Adrian, it was a pleasure having you on today, and I look forward to speaking with you real soon.
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you very much for having me, and have a great day.
Bye for now.